A Day on the Focus. Hello everyone, and welcome back to A Day on the Focus, your daily dose of history's most interesting tidbits. Today is March 26th, the 85th day of the year. Unless it's a leap year, then it's the 86th. Buckle up, buttercups, because today's historical happenings are a roller coaster. First up, way back in 590, Emperor Maurice of the Byzantine Empire decided his son Theodosius needed a job. So he made him co-emperor. Talk about nepotism, right? Imagine getting your job from your parents, and it's ruling an entire empire. Fast forward a bit to 624, and we've got the very first Eid al-Fitr celebration, a significant moment for Muslims worldwide. Now that's something to celebrate. Then we jump to 1027. Pope John XIX crowns Conrad II as Holy Roman Emperor. Sounds like a pretty fancy coronation. I bet there was cake. Let's not forget 1169 when Saladin became the Emir of Egypt. If you've ever played any strategy games, you know that name. A true historical heavy hitter. 1344 brings us to the Siege of Algeciras, one of the first European military engagements using gunpowder. That's some serious firepower for its time. Things were getting explosive. And because every good history lesson needs a little bit of silliness, we have the Combat of the 30 in 1351. 30 Breton knights versus 30 English knights. A medieval cage match, if you will. Sounds like a pretty epic showdown. We've also got the publication of Aesop's Fables in 1484, thanks to William Caxton's printing prowess. I mean, who hasn't loved a good Aesop's Fable growing up? Fines. Jumping ahead to the 1800s, we had an earthquake in Caracas, Venezuela in 1812. And in the same year, the term gerrymandering was born. A testament to the creative ways politicians can manipulate districts for their own benefit. In 1830, the Book of Mormon was published, a significant event in the history of Mormonism. The year 1896 marks New Zealand's worst industrial accident. 65 coal miners lost their lives in a Brunner mine explosion. A sobering reminder of the dangers faced by workers in the past. And then there's 1913, the First Balkan War, Bulgarian forces capturing Adrianople. Who needs to grab coffee and pastries for a morning meeting, when you can capture a whole city, right? And so the historical events keep coming. From the founding of Utrecht University in 1636, to the launch of Explorer 3 in 1958. From Swissair's founding in 1931 to the signing of the Egypt-Israel Peace Treaty in 1979. From the beginning of the Bangladesh Liberation War in 1971 to the Heaven's Gate mass suicide in 1997. It is a whirlwind of history. Phew! That's just a snippet of what happened on March 26 throughout history. Now, for a little creative storytelling based on today's events. Imagine Saladin, in 1169, receiving news of the 1812 Caracas earthquake via a magical messenger pigeon. The pigeon, exhausted from its long journey, drops a tiny, earthquake-damaged Book of Mormon page onto Saladin's desk. He's so confused that he summons a Breton knight from the Combat of the 30, who's been miraculously transported through time, for an explanation. The knight, completely baffled, only suggests they all go get a beer to celebrate, or mourn, the bizarre events of this strange day. As they're debating the merits of medieval versus modern ale, a time portal opens, and the entire crew is flung into a modern-day Swissair flight. The flight is delayed. All this chaos only because it was March 26th. And that, my friends, is your history lesson for today. Join us tomorrow for another fascinating look at the past.